as well as unto them. But the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith
So you
in
might,
them that heard it.
That's it. You might have someone that hears Deuteronomy 28 and 68. They get convinced straight away. That's it. My mind's made up. This is the truth. Then another guy, he gonna question it for another 6 days, 12 days. He'll come back the next week, still question it, ask you more questions because he can't get it because it's not mixed with faith. You know, the Lord didn't give him that gift of faith, so he might see certain things, but then he'll get thrown off for something else, and then he'll just fall out altogether over time because that faith is not there, man.
Yeah.
You know. So that's all.
Yeah, and then everyone, you know, that process happens differently for everyone, man.
Yeah.
You know, some people, like you're saying, some people get it straight, but some people do gradually come in after a while.
11th hour and that. You know?
Yep.
You know.
Most High giveth the increase.
That's it.
You know?
I was thinking of Jonah.
Yeah.
I think it could be an example of that.
It's too much light here.
You know, the Lord had to, make him get it. To obey His will.
Yeah.
To come back.
Yeah.
So you might get chastised and be like, oh yeah, I know what I need to do now.
That's
this
it,
is the
that's
truth.
it.
This is the way.
That's it.
Yeah, because he didn't want to do the work.
That's it. That's right.
That's it.
Quick one. This is.
But what does that show you? Ultimately, you're gonna do it.
If you're meant to.
Hey, the elect are good. Hey, none shall pluck them out of the Lord's hand.
Yep.
If you're of the elect, and like you said, it's a rigged game.
Yeah.
You know,
Rigged.
it's rigged. The game, like you've got certain
house
casinos.
always wins.
The house always wins, right?
Yeah.
The house of David always wins.
That's what they as soon as you yeah. That's right, man.
That's right, man. Hey, that's a video. The house always wins. Hey, I know brother's gonna go home. Shalom, House of David, Hey, you got
It's Saint John.
It just came to me, You saw it on the stream, man.
This is Saint John 15 and 16. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you.
Oh, that's the spirit.
And ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, He may give it you.
Right, so no matter how you came into this faith, you gotta understand that you didn't choose the Lord. It wasn't your decision to say, I believe now and I've found the truth. No, the Lord chose you. He led you, He guided your steps to come into the faith. All right, at whatever year you came into the faith, He guided your steps, man, to believe. He guided you to. No, that's it. He guided you to look up certain things and to come into this, to go into that YouTube video and whatever the case may be. That was all of the Lord, man. All right? Carry on, bro.
That was
It was Shakal.
Okay,
So I can read a bit more actually. Verse 17 and 18, it says, these things I command you, that ye love one another. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yeah.
If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
Right, so that's we all experience that, man. You might have family, friends that you had in the world, they ain't dealing with you no more, man. So as soon as you got this faith, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, they hate you. They don't even know why they hate you, man. Right? You might become a Muslim, they'll love you still. You might become a Christian, they'll still love you.
You might become a drug dealer.
Yeah, a drug dealer, a Rastafarian, But then when you become an Israelite, that's when they hate you, man.
Yeah.
That's when they just can't, you pretty much got to cut them off. You can't even deal with these people no more, And that's a spiritual thing, man.
Oh.
That proves to you that this is actually the faith. This is the truth, man.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 3. For the time past, our life may suffice to have brought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lusts, excess of wine, revellings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries, wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you.
Yeah, wow. That's right. What does that word riot mean again when we go into it? It means to party and that.
Yeah, parading through the streets with lights. After dark.
Remember, we were speaking about
That makes you think of them glow sticks.
And they still do that to this day.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, so they think it's strange when you come into this faith now and you start, trying to better yourself in the spirit because you understand what's going to happen, then you know they look at you like an outcast, like you're filthy. But they're the ones that are filthy. They're the ones with a dirty mind. They're the ones that want to commit adultery and eat shrimps. You know, but they're looking at you like you're the one that's filthy. But that's cool, man, because our Lord Yahushua went through that, so we gonna have to go through that too.
Hey, but blessed are ye when men shall revile you. Oh, come on.
This is Luke 6:22.
That's right.
Bro, it's too quick. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you and cast out your name as evil.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yep.
You know, him teaching the Bible and is cursing out your name like.
You know, scruffy face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why you not lying up?
You know, line up yourself, fix up yourself, man. You know, look presentable in our white man world.
You know?
All that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, your Uncle Clive giving you hell like, you know? What up to you? You know what I mean? And he looks rugged himself, like. And he's, you know?
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, but hey, that's reality, man.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I've had that said to me, why don't you cut your beard, man? Why don't you line yourself up, make yourself look presentable and that? Because this image is not upheld in the system, man. All right? Esau don't even want you looking like this, man. He wants you to look like him. He wants you to shave off your beard, you know, to fuck yourself up so you look like him.
Conform.
To make him feel comfortable.
Yeah.
It's all about making himself feel comfortable, man. He doesn't want to be reminded of righteousness, of how things are meant to be. You know, the turning of things upside down.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
Right.
Turning the things upside down.
That's it.
Everything's backward. You know, what's good is looked at as bad, and what's
Right.
bad is looked at as good.
Yeah, Isaiah 5 days. Isaiah 5 and 20 goes into that, man. Please don't.
Hey, well, that's why you
got
gotta
one
get
up
on
as
like, well, you know, you had Donald Trump. Like he was standing outside the fucking church next to the White House, and it was like what half burnt or some shit from the riots.
Yep.
But he's holding up the scriptures,
In his right hand.
you know, in his right hand holding up the scriptures. But they ain't got nothing to do with the scriptures, man. Apostle Tar did a video on that,
Yep.
you know. And the scripture says, "What is thou to do unto the wicked? The Most High saith." Psalms 15:16.
Yep.
To declare the statutes of the Most High. They
let's get that
cast the
one,
words.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go into that as well.
This is Psalms chapter 50 and 16. It says, "But unto the wicked the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee."
Yeah. So what did Donald Trump have to do, you know, with holding the Bible in his right hand outside of a church, man? You know, he don't follow none of the law, statutes, and commandments in the scriptures at all. You know, but yet still they want to hold it in their hand because they know there's power in that book. All right, even though it ain't for them, they know that there's power in that book, man. That's why you have, you know, different, you know, civilizations out the world. They'll pervert the words in the understanding. They'll pervert the understanding that's in the book, man, because they know you can lead people, you know, to do what they want. They show you that in what's that, Denzel Washington film. Book of Eli. Yeah, that's it. They show you in that. They all wanted the scriptures, man, so they could basically control the people, because they know, especially, you know, our people, we have a zeal for knowledge, but we have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Romans 10 and 2. All right, so they know that if they could get us to understand something that's not in there, but they think that the understanding is in there, then they can control us pretty much, man. And that's what they've done in the time of slavery, man, because we're the people of the book. That's why we naturally gravitate to the truth.
This is Isaiah 30 and verse 10. Verse 9, it says that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits.
That's it. That's what our people want to hear. They don't want to hear, you know, just the straight cut, raw truth of the scriptures, man. They're comfortable with living that Christian life. But even now, to be honest, they're starting to come out of that, like Elder Apostle was saying, because this truth is going out there on such a level that they're actually starting to leave those churches, man. And they're starting to join, you know, different Israelite congregations, because Christianity, let's be honest, man, that broke Malone's fruit, you know? That's why he's doing these desperate things to try and get more attention upon himself, man.
That's it.
The whole Christian community is done, man. All right? No one really believes in that fable no more, man.
Yeah.
And that's through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and through his mouthpiece, which are the prophets being on the highways and the byways. Khan.
This is Psalm chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh Shem Shai.
Right, so this book is for who? It's for Jacob, man. It's for the Israelites. It's for you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American, man. It's all of you tribes that are on this sign right here. That's who the book is for, man. All right? And as it says in, you get Amos 3 and 7.
I got it. Amos chapter 3 verse 7. Surely the Lord Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets.
Right, and is the Lord doing that in these last days? Yes, he is, man. He's revealed his secrets unto the servants the prophets. You know, the men of Great Millstone are the only ones that can go into this book, all right, and 100% break down the scriptures, starting with Elder Apostle on down, man. We have the 100% truth. And that's just what it is. The Lord has set up a group of men, his sanctuary, upon the face of the earth that actually have 100% understanding of these scriptures, man, in these last days.
Oh, you got more now?
Yeah, it says the lion have roared, who will not fear? The Lord Yahweh have spoken, who can but prophesy?
That's it, who can but prophesy, man. And that's exactly what we're doing. We only, look, truly only we can prophesy. Only the men of the Lord can prophesy, man. That job is outlined for Israelites, man. For the prophets of Israel. They're the only ones that can prophesy. What does the Edomite have? What's he going to prophesy about, man? Nothing, you know? We're the prophets, man. Ordained from the very beginning. Also tells you that in what? Luke 1 and 68, 160 something, you know? About being ordained from the beginning, man.
That's it.
Two or three precepts.
Come,
Right, this is John chapter 17 and verse 14. I have given them thy word,
come.
and the world have hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil.
Right. So the scripture said he's given us the word, man. He's given us the word. These words that we say here on the highways and the byways, he's putting it in our minds to actually say what he wants to go out there, man. All right? That's why we don't have a plan when we set up camp. We say, all right, we're going to go into this, then we're going to go into that. Although you can do that, you know. But for the most part, the Lord will just, that was broken.
That's all right.
For the most part, what the Lord is going to do, he's going to put it in your mind as you speak it. Or you might come with a plan and your plan gets derailed.
Yeah.
The Lord wants something else to come out. Elder Apostle always speaks about that, man.
Spirits like a wind.
That's it. Go on.
This is Revelation chapter 5 verse 9. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to God by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation. So, hey, we're singing that song, man. But it's Yahushua, Revelation 5, when the Lamb went up, he said, what? That thou art worthy to loose the seals of the book, you know? And I've got a precept on that, because, you know, brother read Amos 3 and 7.
Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 10. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers have he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver to one that is learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. But through Yahushua, we understand it, man. You know, and he reveals it to his prophets in this time to condemn the world.
That's it.
You know?
That's it. And that's another, that's more proof that this kingdom is going down, because the prophets actually understand the scriptures. We understand it, man. You know, you can watch documentaries on YouTube for days, you know, with certain scholars out there trying to break down what a particular scripture means. And
Keyword try.
You know, you'll be hearing that. What the fuck? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
You know, they don't, go into certain words and do all this kind of stuff. They don't have the spiritual understanding. Why? Because the Lord is not dealing with them. You know? Because they don't understand this is a spiritual book. You can't just read it from beginning to end. You got to read precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. That's the only way you're going to get the understanding. But more importantly, the Lord has to be supping with you, man. Alright? You got to knock on that door and Yahushua got to sup for you to understand these scriptures. And that is so spiritual, man.
Precept.
Calm, man.
Matthew chapter 13, verse 9. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
Yep. So the Lord spoke in parables and dark sayings, so only a select few of individuals could actually understand what he was saying. So he was painting that picture, and only few people could understand. And they were like, oh, why? Because it's not given unto the other people to understand, man. All right? Only the elect are going to understand the scriptures and run with the scriptures until the end. And that's just how Yahweh Hashem Yahushua set it up. So that shows you that this truth is not for everyone, and certainly not for the whole world. Because it's not even for all of Israel, man. All right? It's not even for all of Israel, but 2/3 in the land of America are going to be put to death. And the wicked throughout the four corners of the globe also are going to get put to death, man, of our people.
Hey, I got the word for mystery here. And the Greek is mysterion. And it says a hidden thing, secret or mystery. It says generally mysteries, religious secrets confided only to the initiated.
Confined only to the initiated. There goes that faith is a gift. Alright? So if you got the faith, you're automatically initiated into understanding the mysteries of the scriptures, man.
It's like you're gone, bro.
I was just gonna say on that initiation, part of initiation, being born again. You know, and you quoted it earlier, Isaiah, I think it's 19 or 29, precept upon precept. Yeah, it's basically, this is what it's for babes, man. Yeah. You know, them wean from the milk, draw from the breast. Yeah. You know, so that's, you got to be born again, a new man. Yeah. You know, in Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, and put away the man of the flesh, or put away the man of the world, man.
Oh, the sister said, how can a young man cleanse his way? So that's not even onto everyone. Not everyone can cleanse their way, right? Because you got to have the mysteries to cleanse your way. So that's not even open to everyone. So there's going to be a large abundance of people that are just left filthy and dirty, right? Spiritually tainted until the Lord comes back and they get, demolished, right?
Oh, that's Isaiah 6.
Yeah, they've been blinded by the angel, right?
Azar. Could you just gather the bowl stuff and put like an umbrella over it?
This is Romans chapter 11 verse 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Right, the rest were blinded. And so the election, they've obtained, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Shai, because they were chosen, all right? But those that didn't get it, they weren't chosen, and they were purposely blinded, like the brother quoted in Isaiah 6. Listen, you might as well get that, Isaiah 6.
Isaiah 6, yeah. Got it. This is Isaiah chapter 6, verse 9. I'll start from 8. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, here am I, send me. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. And see ye indeed, but perceive not.
Right, so like we were going into earlier, no matter how much you tell them, you paint a picture for them to understand, they're not going to get it, all right? So it doesn't matter what precepts you bring out, how on point they are, how perfect you paint the picture. If Yahweh Shai has closed the mind of an individual for them not to get it, they're not going to get it. It's as simple as that, all right? Go on, bro.
And it says, make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed.
Right, so he didn't want them to convert and be healed, man. All right, he basically said, look, those people there, they've been set for the slaughter, man. All right, they've been reserved for the second death. And that's as simple as that. That's how Yahweh Shem Shai gets down, man. That's why you have to fear the Lord. When you do get this truth, bestowed upon you, so you stay in it, you gotta pray. You gotta pray to Yahweh Shem Shai that the spirit don't get taken away from you, man. Psalms 51. You gotta pray that Psalms 51, man. Don't think you're exempt, because you might have the truth today, but tomorrow you could be believing in a doctrine that is not according to the scriptures, man. Go on, bro.
Right, it says 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, I'll start from verse 11. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion, but they should believe a lie.
Right, and what's a strong delusion? A strong delusion is that, you stumbling upon some information and you actually, convince yourself that, you know what, I think this is actually it. I don't think it's this anymore. I think this is it. And you get all riled up, and then you might even try and, message certain elders and say, I think this is the breakdown, really. And then before you know it, you've been taken away with that wave, man. You've been washed away at sea. That's happened to many individuals, throughout the years, man. We've seen many examples of it, man.
And it says, but they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Right. You might be damned that do not believe in the truth. So you're gonna be judged, man. All right. Because you didn't pray unto the Lord, to keep your Holy Spirit. That's why it was so important for David to say that, Take not thy Holy Spirit away from me, because the Lord can take it away, man.
says,
But we are bound to give thanks always to the Most High for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because the Most High have from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. Whereunto we called you by our gospel to the obtaining of the glory of our Lord Yahushua Mashiach.
Hail.
You see, Romans 11 and 7, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for. But
Obviously, raise your voice, brothers, yeah? Let me come closer.
But the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Right, so that came out again. You know, the Spirit wanted that scripture to come out again, man. You're going to have certain, you know, people that get blinded
Cover the brother's box.
from the faith, man. And they just can't get it no matter how hard they try. But the elect are always going to get it. The elect of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are going to get it. And they're going to stay in the truth until the end, man. Because it's already been ordained for them to do that, man. Like we were saying earlier, the game is rigged. You know, it's a rigged game, man. You can't change the dynamics of the game, man. It's set up the way it is. It's like when you buy a computer game, you got the good guys, you got the bad guys. You can't change that up. It is what it is. It's already been played out for you, man. Program. You're just playing the movie, yeah. You're just playing your part. You know, the Lord is the ultimate computer game programmer, man.
I've got a precept. 1 Timothy 4 and 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils.
Yeah, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, man. All right, so you can have a spirit, you know, jump on you or try and tempt you into believing a particular thing, but then you rebuke that spirit, man. All right, you rebuke that spirit in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and then you establish yourself in the things that you've learned. That's why the scriptures say, continue thou in the things which thou have learned. If the apostles haven't taught you that, all right, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, then you rebuke that, man. Yeah. All right, and it's as simple as that.
Cast out your mind.
That's it, cast out your mind.
Because like you're saying, these guys that end up falling out, it's because they believed it and they thought they had a deep revelation.
Yeah.
And they just kept, they start believing in it. And then when they were told, nah, it ain't it, then they had a problem.
Right.
You know?
So what was it really about? Was it about the doctrine or was it about you?
Exactly. Glorifying your own belly.
You wanted to glorify yourself. You wanted to bring something out that you thought, no one have ever heard before. You know, that's what you wanted to do.
I got that word, giving heed.
Yeah.
The word for giving heed in the Greek is it proseko? And it says to turn the mind to be attentive. I'll go to the point. It says to apply oneself to attach oneself to hold or cleave to a person or a thing, to be given or addicted to devote thought and effort to. So these guys, they actually devote their thoughts and efforts to this seducing spirit.
To a seducing spirit.
You know?
to that unhealthy wine, man. And that's funny, you got a wine called Prosecco. You know?
Yeah.
That's heavy, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Precept. Really ignorant. Quick precept. This is Colossians chapter 2, verse 6. As ye have therefore received Yahushua Mashiach the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach.
Right, so that's not of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. It's vain, all right? It's emptiness, man. It's of none effect, man. Because what it's done, it's actually taking you outside the fold of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right? Now you're going to get left on your own, out there on your own. You ain't got the faith, that's been stripped from you. So sooner or later, you're going to disintegrate and wither away, man. And eventually, you're going to get destroyed.
I'm going to have a quick one. This is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 37. For yet a little while, and he that shall come will come and will not tarry. Now the just shall live by faith. But if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Right, so if you draw back, from continuing in his faith, continuing in the things that you've learned, in the highways and the byways, the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is not going to have any pleasure in you, meaning that he's going to take his spirit away from you, man. all right? And then you're gonna be, running through them dry places. You're gonna be dehydrated, man. You no longer have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Shai, but rather you've given heed unto those seducing spirits of devils, man. Now they've set up, they basically set up camp in your mind, man. They're holding a permanent camp in your brain until the law comes back, and they're bringing out that folly. They're making you say things that's not according to the scriptures. And that's a scary thing. You got to think about it. We've seen it many times, man. Someone's, a firm brother in the faith, he's solid, he's in it, he knows all the precepts, and then all of a sudden, flat earth, That's a heavy demon, man. And it's erased everything that you once knew.
But we are not of them who draw back unto perdition, but of them that believe to the saving of the soul.
Right, that's right. The saving of the soul, that's what it's all about, man. Getting delivered, man.
Hey, but that's why the scripture says in James about receiving them with meekness, the engrafted word, which is able to save your soul,
Right.
You gotta be meek. This ain't about being proud, about coming with some new doctrine. It's about receiving this word with meekness.
Yeah. That's right.
I've got precept. This is Luke 9:62. And Yahweh Shai said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh.
Right, so you're not even fit for the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Shai if you actually look back, man. All right, you put down that plow. That's symbolic of you doing the work, because the plow is used to do work, man. So if you put down that plow, that means you've given up on Yahweh Shem Shai and you've lost the faith. So you're not fit for the kingdom, man. So you've got to be destroyed and be reborn back into the kingdom. All right, and even that is mercy, man. Even that is mercy. The fact that the wicked of our people are eventually going to be in the kingdom. All right, because the scriptures say all Israel shall be saved. That is mercy. You can't tell us we don't serve a merciful power, man.
Yep. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible.
Right, so we're running this race, preaching on the highways and the byways, uploading videos, being involved in the ministry to receive an uncorruptible crown. Going back into we can get Matthew 6, treasures, laid up in heaven, because we have that inside information and we've invested in the kingdom. We haven't invested in this world. You can see this world is done. Look what's happening, in Babylon right now. Every single shop in Manhattan is boarded up. All right, I was watching a video of it earlier. All of those major shops, Zara, H&M, Gucci, Prada, all of those stores are actually boarded up. They're forcing a collapse, man. They're forcing this place to go down so they can bring in their new world order.
It's a good point you made up, because they were just about to start opening up just after coronavirus, and all of a sudden you got these protests, right? And then now they're going to stay closed for a little bit longer.
Right. So how much damage is that going to cause, all right, to the economy and to the final aspect, the financial aspects of things, man? It's going to fuck everything up, but they know it's going to fuck everything up because they want to hit that reset button so they can get their new agenda on the way, man, which is the new world order. Right? It's been designed, but look, man, Yahweh Shem Shai is behind all of this, man. Don't give Esau the credit. Give Yahweh Shem Shai the credit. What's going to come out of it is the will of the Heavenly Father, not the will of Esau Edom.
There you go. Proverbs, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
About the UK economy, one of the things the government's doing is a thing called a bounce back loan, and they're doing it through the high street banks. And I've actually seen this firsthand. There's businesses that have not turned over no money. They've not made any profit. They've not done anything. They've hardly done any business. And they're taking out 50 grand loans. So there's going to be default, man.
Well,
handing it out like that.
Yeah. But that's what we're speaking about, because banks make money from interest and defaults. Because then they get your rent, your property. Now they own your where your business is. Right, they might require you. I don't know the ins and outs. Might require your house as collateral. Now they got your house. It's like the time of Joseph, man, buying everything.
when that economic collapse comes, people are going to sell themselves into that modern day slavery. They're going to take that ship. Own us, Pharaoh. Own us, you know?